Buenas pessoal, e aí, tudo bem? É o Hugo. Vamos continuar aqui com o Baldur's Gate. Depois de quase ter ido de arrasta pra cima na última batalha. Mas foi bem legal. Tem uns negócios muito bacanas nesse modo honra. Por mais que eu esteja jogando modo desonra, como alguns poderiam dizer, né? Só porque tô usando mod e tal, né? Mas, né? Sempre tem um mala. Aonde quer que você vá, sempre haverá um mala. Aí, vamos continuar aqui. Praticamente não onde a gente parou. Mas eu acho... Tem que fazer uma coisa que eu tinha comentado que ia fazer no... Um outro vídeo, não posso esquecer hoje, no final do vídeo, ir pro acampamento e conversar com a galera. Pra não perder tantos diálogos, né? Poderia fazer isso agora, mas vai demorar muito. Deixar sempre pro finalzinho do vídeo, depois de dar tchau. Ah, mas era bom fazer o... De qualquer forma, é bom fazer o descanso agora que a galera tá completamente exaurida.
I feel a breeze. I wonder what's down there.
Vamos ver.
Footing. The bones of the careless are probably littered down there.
Assustador.
Your desire could be useful.
No caso, essa pedra que pegamos aqui... Ué, tá. Cadê o Litaker? Ué. Porque não tá dando opção de combinar. Ué. Que esquisito. Tá, vamos ver.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
Ah, tá. Agora entendi.
Pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply. The symbols move aggressively, probing your mental defenses. But you hold strong. for now.
Isso. Meu chapéu.
The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. Black strands of weave curl all about you, only to sink as into graves as you try to grab hold. Necromantic spells, tantalizingly powerful, slip away forever. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you should never have known.
Sinistro. Eu sei que tem alguma coisa a ver com o livro lá no ato 3 também. Mas eu vi algumas pessoas reclamando que não é algo super vantajoso, mas ganha uma vantagem permanente. Tá. Vamos...
All right. What now? Should mind my step. Seems like a good moment to talk.
What's on your mind? Damon told us to look out for this stuff, right? Let's go find him.
Tá bom. Caramba, tem tanto diálogo, chega a ter 10 opções.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals, boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal. Of course. I shall be gentle as a babe. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Acho que botar numa tacinha seria mais seguro, né?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Don't be so dramatic. This is just a little transaction between friends. And look what you've gained. Together, we can take on the world. It won't happen again. You have my word. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Bom, tem uma só -1, ó. Eu sempre achava que ele deixava com desvantagem, mas daí ia ser muito tenso. -1 pra todos os testes, no caso.
How do you feel?
Me vendo mal.
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
So we're traveling with a vampire, are we? Of course we are. Word of warning, Astarion. I taste absolutely awful.
Yeah. And I'm way too hot to touch.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
We all have our shit to bear. As long as you remember your manners, Astarion, you're welcome at my fire.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Tá.
Let's march. Hello.
Ué. Tinta. Aqui. Tá. Quero pintar a capa dela. Ué. Tá. Agora ficou mais condizente com o Karlach. Só ele, nossa, brilhante esse vermelho. E é uma tinta do... Eles deram de brinde pra todo mundo, assim. Mas tinha que ser que nem a tinta do mod que eu peguei da tinta preta, que é infinita. Tem 5 vezes só aquela aí. Não faz sentido, né? Certo? Tipo, como se o pessoal fosse ficar vendendo, né? Devia ser infinita a quantidade de usos, não a de garrafinhas, vamos dizer assim. Sei que vocês me entenderam.
What to do? What path lies before me?
E esse negócio de tinta é muito aleatório. Às vezes o cara quer uma tinta diferente, já não acha no mesmo vendedor. Ia ser bom se todos os vendedores tivessem a seleção disponível no jogo pro cara comprar ali e deu. Tá. Vamos no... Falando em vendedor, vamos lá. Ah, tem que botar o... Falar com carinho sobre o coração da Carlac.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Isso aqui são de mod também, acho que é do mesmo mod do Artifice, que ficou muito bem feito. Nossa, fora de série. E o mesmo cara que fez esse fez outros mods bem legais também, de classe, né? Só que aqui, no caso, é muito caro quando tá jogando no modo honra esses itens. Ó, queria poçõezinhas aqui. Só pra eu ter uma ideia quanto que tá um pergaminho de Resurrect. Nossa, 3.800? 200 e poucos cada um, mais ou menos. Quase 300. Caraca. Cara lá com um monte de coisa pra poder arremessar, obviamente. Vender isso aqui antes que eu beba.
Sylvanus be with you.
Someone there?
Looking ahead. If not over, then through.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
We're exposed now. True.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
I should speak up.
I'm just sad.
How fares the search?
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Do you want to? I'd like that. Now, let's find that infernal iron before I overheat.
True.
soldier. What's that?
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving in.
Ah, com certeza tinha um baú aqui. Todo mundo falhou, velho. Caramba, CD20. É difícil. Em termos que eu me lembro, em média, assim, dificuldade fácil é 10. 20 é média, vamos dizer, e 30 seria muito difícil. Ou tipo 5, 10, 20, não lembro bem.
Hey! Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see me, Rena.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
Careful. Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Transforming into a mind flare might have its perks. At least then I could float over this muck.
Not one for roughing it, I see.
Wallowing in filth is for pigs and children, my dear.
Pigs, children, and people with a little bit of grit.
Ah, sem piedade, né?
Hungry for blood.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Come on, let's go.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched. The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Up to.
Blood everywhere. This camp was ambushed.
Whatever it was enthusiastic.
Seek and you shall find me.
Still alive. So that's progress.
That might be worth a look.
Esse negócio dessas doenças é um saco, tem que usar... Tem uma magia que é a restauração, daí tem a restauração menor e a restauração maior, né? Saco. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho aqui. Que eu fiz, caceta.
Can't give up now. Light on my feet.
Esse combate aqui é meio chatinho.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
My faith will guide me. I'll take this way.
Keep a blade close.
Not a sound.
Ah, crap. Que o que acontece é que esses Mephits, né? Vamos abrasileirar. Eles summonam um Mephit menor. E o menor, eu acho que o menor não chega, acho que não consegue summonar um outro, mas se o menor morre e esse aqui tá vivo ainda, eu acho que ele consegue summonar mais um. E esses bichos são terríveis porque quando eles morrem, eles fazem uma explosão de lama que dá dano, e não é pouco. Aqueles ali são vulneráveis à madeira. Vulneráveis a fogo. Ai, gastei minha ação bônus que eu... Um crossbow em cada mão. Na mão e na hábil, quando tu ataca com a arma secundária, conta como ação bônus. E aí, esses bichos aqui, eles são fortes porque quando eles ficam caminhando nessas vinhas, que tem uma magia de druida e coisa assim também que lança, né? Eles ficam curando. Essas criaturas, no caso, o druida não cura por estar em cima dessas vinhas. Deve ser muito OP. Ó. Ah, se pegou fogo, não cura. Oh, crap.
On the hunt.
Ai, apertei o botão errado. Quero pular. Meu Deus, cadê o negócio de pular? Já era. Gastei a ação. Lascou. Tentar usar uma tática ninja. Ah, nossa, vou ter que me mexer. Ah. Isso aí, amiguinho. Grau. Esse bicho tem que ser altíssimo.
Turn someone inside out.
Eu achei que jogar água ia limpar a galera. Me enganei. E eu tenho que ficar aqui, né? Se eu sair daqui, os homem-árvore vão pular aqui. Nossa senhora. Uma explosão deles dá dano neles mesmos também. Caramba. A névoa acabou.
Chances.
on.
Eu esqueço que tem uma arremessada pra arremessar alvos menores. A boa tática pra esses bichos aqui. Que eles explodem. Como é que eu nunca pensei nisso antes? Ai, que burro.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Eu preciso de um... Ela dá uma flechinha de fogo. Já que não tem flechinha, velho. Foguinho. Putz.
For the ages.
We've saved me. I cannot take
Tem um recurso que eu também esqueço seguido. Impregnar. Quando tem uma coisa no chão, ácido, fogo e tal, tu pode qualquer arma fazer isso. Que é nadinha roubado. E aí fica com um bônus do elemento, né? No caso aqui, fogo.
These mortals be.
Pera aí um pouquinho. Esses bichos é pra eles ter... Nossa senhora, que eu me lembro, eles estão andando dobrado de fogo. Ou é porque eles estão na água ali e tal, ou porque no modo Honra foi tirado. Nossa senhora. Se soubesse, tinha usado outra magia. Não, aqui ó. Vulnerabilidade a dano de fogo. Ih, ele tá dentro da água aquele lá. Esse aqui deve ser porque ele tá com a lama. Ah, remove chamas e a entidade se torna resistente ao dano de fogo. Ah, não sabia. Deixa eu ver se ainda tá com fogo na minha arma. Aparentemente não.
Potioning.
Another trick up my sleeve.
Bah, que sacanagem.
Dice roll in my favor.
Ainda bem que essas vinhas aqui não dão dano.
Easy.
Oh yeah.
Take you now!
Death is but a word away.
Tacar uma pedra, o que acontece?
To do it.
Não foi uma boa ideia.
For a couple.
Let's have some fun. Infuse it.
Nossa.
This will ruin someone's day.
Victory is assured.
My turn.
Ups. Toma.
Time to press ahead.
Ugh.
What's cooking?
Well, some rest's better than none.
Interessante. Vamos ver o que é isso aqui. Ataque invoca eras espinhosas que tem chance de emaranhar o alvo.
Lost in thought.
Making me sweat.
This way.
Can't slow down.
Trust no one.
Never a dull moment. One day I'll catch a break. Be wary. This place is trapped.
What's next? Need to keep going. That's curious.
Esse baú aqui é chato de achar. Ele é 20 também, nossa senhora. Me esqueci de uma coisa, já fiz todo aquele combate. E tem uma coisa que tem que pegar lá. A quest da Koga, que em português se lê caga. Bom, parece que tem um NPC que o nome é Mija também. Certo que tem um BR que ajuda a dar nome lá na Larian.
There's no time to waste. Onward. Ever onward.
Esse aqui é item normal do... Atingido com ataque desarmado, o protagonista ganha 2 descargas elétricas. Aquele D ali tá errado. Ah não, ganha 2D cargas elétricas, falta um espaço ali. Ganha vantagem nos ataques contra construtos de metal, inimigos usando armadura de metal enquanto estiver imbuído de cargas elétricas. Esse aqui é bom pra monge. Podia ser com um ataque armado, né? Com ataque, não podia ser nem tanto desarmado quanto armado, né? Ficaria mais justo o item. Tipo, ele imbuir com o que tu bater, né? Tá mão limpa? Na mão. Tá com 2 adagas, sei lá. Tá. Esse aqui é de um mod também. Enquanto em combate, se tiver cargas elétricas, no início do turno ganha mais uma. Quando atingido por um ataque corpo a corpo, ganha 2 cargas elétricas. Enquanto tiver cargas elétricas, é resistente a dano elétrico. Bem bom, bem legal, não é nada over assim. Vou botar no... Girl.
Quite ready for you.
Botar essa capinha aqui no Astarion.
How delicious. Let's move. Must be the tree from the note to Korga. What's that cleft there? Have to keep going. Let's have a look.
Tomara que eles fizessem o... Tudo bem que não vai ser a Larian que vai fazer o 4, né? Mas quem sabe, talvez um dia. Mas quem quer que faça, podia fazer o próximo um pouco mais mundo aberto, assim. Seria interessante também. As duas coisas que eu quero muito é um jogo de D&D no estilo, assim, do Diablo, né? Usando qualidade do 4, vamos dizer assim, que apesar dos pesares... Oh, isso aqui eu acho que é novo. Eu já tinha passado aqui algumas vezes por causa de realmente achar que aqui poderia ter um baú escondido. O pessoal deve ter pedido, né? E também tem aquela coisa, né? Parece que no ato 1 aqui tem 30 e poucos. Eu achei nem perto disso. Legal, eu nem vim aqui antes porque é um espaço meio desperdiçado, assim, né? Legal.
Watch your back.
Astário, você se esconde nas sombras. E nos dê cobertura. Ó, parece que tô jogando RPG de mesa.
Ready or not.
Still breathing, despite everything. Don't waste a step. What's up for discussion?
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. What?
O que tá acontecendo?
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Ollerton, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Korga, what is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
What's in the cloak word? Korga, have you lost your mind?
Halsin is weak, Wrath. But in the shadows, we are strong. We are safe. There is no other way.
You and Halsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Ollerton speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Korga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Ollerton.
Ali, hein?
No. You don't know what you say. In shadow, we are purified.
Korga's voice breaks and her lips tremble. She heard reason in your words.
Legal.
Korga eyes you intently as you speak the text etched into the frescoes. By claw and tooth, from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. In darkest hour a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. The towers seized, the battle done, the moonrise broke the darkest one.
When the darkest hour fell, it was us that brought light. Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Korga. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
Ex textura.
Eu sempre acho que nesse combate aqui são poucos inimigos, porque assim, são só 3 druidas das sombras, né? Só que claro, tem o fato de que eles quando estão na forma animal, quando ela chega ao fim do HP, ele volta para o HP que estava na forma normal, né? Humanoide no caso. Aí só que tem um detalhe, tem acho que grande chance da Korga também virar hostil, né? E tem a chance de alguns desses malucos aqui, 2 deles, se não me engano, esses aqui também virarem hostis. Aí... Mas eu ainda acho que podia ser uns 5 desses druidas aqui. Ou que eles summonassem também algum animal pra atacar, sei lá. Mas tudo bem. Caraca! Esse bichinho acerta bem.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Tá vindo aqui mesmo.
Shall we cut and run? The subtle approach.
Focus, strike true.
Mas...
Ex textura.
Nossa. Nossa.
Nothing important is ever easy. Another step forward.
Leave no trace.
It could have damaged the grove. And if the goblins get in here, what will happen to the grove? To us? We'll find another way to stop them. We must.
You will face Sylvanus' justice.
If it's an argument you seek, you won't find it here, whatever the Tree Father's judgment. I will
What's
accept
inside?
it in full.
How much further can I go? Seems like a good moment to talk.
You have saved Korga from herself. I cannot thank you enough.
You once called me a monster. Seems I've proven you right. I was thinking I could make us safe. A foolish notion. To think we'd find comfort in shadow. I endangered a child. I betrayed the Circle's trust. We will stop the right and I will stand trial. My fate lies with Sylvanus. May he have mercy. We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking. It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the rite to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in full.
Oh, my savior. I wish you could have visited in better times.
I see it on your face. You hate me. And I don't blame you.
I do not hate you. I am ashamed at how far I let your machinations spread.
Tá, vamos fazer o seguinte. Beleza, pessoal, vou encerrar por aqui. Encerrar em partes, né? Eu vou... Nunca comprei em cadeira gamer da Kabum, porque ô cadeira barulhenta, meu Deus, ela é confortável e tudo, eu peguei ela numa promoção, entre aspas, boa. Só que... tá louco. E vou dizer pra vocês que assim, ó, Depois eu fui me dar conta. Eu tava seguindo eles no e-mail, né? Aí as promoções do dia e tal. Uma hora, se vocês puderem, dêem uma olhada. Se você olhar o corpo dessa cadeira aqui e comparar com a da marca Prise, a marca Prise é uma marca que tá sempre bem barata também. É tipo 300 pila, 400 pila. É o exato mesmo desenho. Principalmente a questão aqui dos braços, tá? O mesmo recorte, igual. O que acontece? Eu acho que eles fizeram alguma parceria com a Prise e acabou que é uma marca que, se for olhar reviews na internet, ela é bem mal avaliada. Que quebra fácil, desmonta fácil com o tempo. Tem gente ali com uso de às vezes 1 mês ou 6 meses, o plástico da cadeira quebra e tal. Isso é muito ruim. E Kabum é aquela coisa, né? A dona da Kabum já dá pra ver que não é muito confiável, pelos que eu vi nas notícias. Aí, né, porque ela é a mesma dona da Magazine Luiza. Então, aquela coisa, né, galera? Melhor fugir. E o brabo é que tinha uma cadeira com a textura da... Antes era Husky a marca, né? Que eu não sei se já não era também a Prise, né? Mas eu acho que quando era a tal da Husky, parecia que a qualidade era melhor. E pelo menos até a avaliação do pessoal era melhor, né? Aí mudou pra essa marca Kabum. Ou seja, talvez quem quer que seja a tal da Husky acabou caindo fora pra não queimar o filme. Ou eles simplesmente trocaram o nome. Quando vê ainda é a mesma, né? E vai saber se essa Prise aí não é da Kabum também. Aí, mas tinha uma cinza com os recortes meio dourados, assim, que era muito bonita. E eu deixei de pegar uma promoção boa uma vez, quando ainda era Husky, né? Mas bom, vamos fazer o seguinte, vamos encerrar aqui o vídeo. É só ele falar com o Zevlor e daí eu vou pro acampamento e vou conversar com a galera lá. Eu não vou fazer descanso, eu acho, agora, que não gastamos tanta coisa assim, só tem que curar um pouquinho a galera. Aí continuamos na próxima. Hoje vai dar um videozinho longo, mais de 1h30. Mas é isso aí, pessoal. Pelo menos se quiser pular a parte do conversa do acampamento, pula, olha com calma, né? O bom é que sempre dá pra pausar o vídeo. Esse guri aqui é um safadinho. É um trombadinho. Eu evito de falar com ele para não ser roubado. Mas então tá, né, pessoal? Obrigadão, se cuidem, abraço. Até mais.
I miss my forge.
Better not be cursed.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened? Truly, Ilmater's ashes. I never thought she would actually see reason. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid I have more yet to ask. You've bought us some time here, but the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't afford to stay idle.
Let's get going.
What's next, I wonder?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything. Well met. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Breathe deep and move.
Copper for your thoughts. The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right? Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked, doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of trouble to throw ourselves at. Copper for your thoughts? Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today. Copper for your thoughts? Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive him. Anyway, what were we talking about?
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble. No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead. As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there? Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
The blade of frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The blade's sting is real. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more, infinities upon infinities. I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
Gamou. Acho que é a primeira vez que eu tenho esse diálogo com ela.
If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Bah, enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you? Your loss, I fear. One day soon, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt, and you will wish you could return to this lost moment. Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zaithis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them. Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith creche will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind. I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really. What makes you think I'm hiding anything? If I have something to share, I'll let you know. You've already pestered me with your notions once today. If I have something to add, I'll tell you. All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Might be useful.